What's up, Malawi? What's up, world? Welcome to yet another episode. But today, we're not doing the deconstruction series. We're doing something different. So today, I'm going to take you through the journey of how I created this sample. And hopefully, we're going to create 2 beats of different genres from it. I'm also a sample maker, by the way. So without wasting much of your time, guys, let me take you into the journey of how I came about with this sample. Yeah, so let me just play for you guys the sample, how it sounds like this. Yeah, so I started off with this placky sound from Flex. It's a bank from Flex, I think. Yeah, it's a bank from Flex. It's called, the bank's name is Sh1 Jump Up Repertoire. So the preset is called Biker Behind. So I started with this chord progression. Yeah, so it's just to my pajeras, guys. So if I'm gonna assume what my pajeras are, it basically the single single notes to play piano baja. You are not playing the full chords, the harmonies, but then what you're doing, you're creating as you know, you are playing a scale, you know. Yeah, so what I started with this chord progression. Yeah, from there, let me show you what I added. So I did add OTT. So OTT is it is a plugin from Cypher. That is, my guys, I'm Namabanga Serum. It's a beautiful plugin. So it's more like a multi-band compressor. So I use this to to add a certain texture or to add some high ends to my samples and also to my drums. You can use this sample. So I added this. Igamabuela. So it sounds like this when you just when you open it up. So it sounds like this. But I never wanted too much of it, so I reduced it to 47%. And then I added this RC20. So for those of you who do not know what RC20 is, RC20 is a tape emulator. It's more like VHS, you know, zima tape. I'm a zima tape. So I added this. So when you open it up, vinyl effects, some sort of the vinyl effects, the cracking, some sort of the noise, you know. So I never wanted the noise on this particular instrument, so I switched off the noise. I added the wobble. This is where it gets beautiful, you know, the wobble. So that's basically what makes your sound, your instrument move, as if play like an old record, you know. So that's what it does. From there, I added this one, an EQ, just to cut off the high end a little bit. From there, I added the reverb. So I did play around with the size and also the modulation a bit, and the diffusion. So as you can see, as you can see, it's a pentagon right here. So when you add another thing, it has like 6 sides. So the room basically has 6 sides, right? So I added this. I switched off the decay, and I just raised the weight a little bit all the way up. So from there, I did add the stereo enhancer, just to give it the stereo vibe, so that it shouldn't be sounding mono. It should be sounding like, when I added that, I then moved on to another interesting instrument. I added this one. So this synthesizer is from Flex as well, a bank called Obed Compendium. I added this. All right, so I did add this preset called Future Wave. Wow, I'm a huge fan of synthesizers. I love designing stuff. So this sounded to me as a brass, a little bit, a synth brass. So let me show you what I added on the effects rack. Okay, I did add the... so let me play you guys without the effects. Let me play you guys without the effects. So it sounds like this. Yeah, very beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful. So, I was inspired by this track. Drake. It's Drake, and I think in the 21 Sxvage Muji, the tape they dropped together. So the track is called Back Outside Boys. I was so inspired with the synth the producer used, So I added this EQ, just to cut a little bit of the low end, and I added the compressor just to glue everything together, and to deal with the dynamic range and everything. I did also add the chorus, so I didn't do anything to the chorus. These are pretty much the settings. The chorus effect, the chorus plugin, And then from there, I added also the RC20. So on this particular one, there are like different settings here. There is the noise effect. There is the wobble effect. That is to do with the modulation effect, and there is the distortion effect. And then there is the digital effect. Of course, I will explain each one of this in a different video. So there is the space. Space is more like a reverb, and then there is magnetic. So I wanted the wobble effect, the wobble effect and the magnetic. So I didn't do much to it. I just reduced a little bit of the wobble effect. And then from there, I added Shaperbox. So on Shaperbox, as you can see, guys, I love sidechaining compression. I love the ducking effect, as I explained in my video that I've just dropped. The deconstruction for the Composure song. Yeah, Eli. So if you haven't watched it yet, you can just go on the link. I'll leave like a link. You go to it. I added sidechain just for the ducking effect. So it sounds like this. Very beautiful, very beautiful, very beautiful. And then from there, I added this guy. So this guy is from Flex as well. The version bank called Orbit Compendium is the preset is called Cutting Slide. So it's a very beautiful preset, by the way. I love this. You know, I love synths. Guys. So from there I added reverb. I added reverb. This time around I left the decay because I wanted too much of it. I did also you know, I turned the wet effect all the way up, you know. From there I added this guy, Cutting Slide. I don't know, I think that's the name of the preset as well. So of course I used Flex as well. You know, Flex has got like beautiful banks, you know. So I used the version bank Orbit Compendium. This time around I selected Cutting Slide. It's a very beautiful synth. So I added this, and then I turned the wet knob all the way up. This time around I left the decay, you know. So I needed the like much of the reverb, and then from there I added Panman. So Panman is a pan plugin from Sound Toys. It's a very beautiful bank. It's a very beautiful plugin. So it sounds like this. All right. So if you have noticed, so it is starting from the right side, going all the way to the left side, and back and forth. It's because of this effect. So let me show you guys what I did. No, Panman. Where are you? Okay. You're going to cut Pamnep. All right. So when you just open it up, it looks like this. You know. So what I did, okay, if you just play it with default settings, it sounds like this. But I never wanted that. So what I did, if you select this guy right here, sounds like this now. All right. And then you turn all the way up just a little bit. The smoothing button. And then it gives you that kind of a movement, you know. It's a very beautiful setting. So yeah, that's what I did on this particular instrument. So from there, I did add this guy. Wow, this is beautiful. So, okay. So it is, as you can see, there are like two sections. There is this section and this other section. So, it's more like you are playing the notes. I'm going to explain, guys, what I did on this particular trick in later videos. I'll make a different video explaining each and every step I took to come up with this. But for now, just hear it. Yes. And then what I added on this, it's also a preset from the very plugin, the very beautiful plugin and the first bank that I opened, SH1 Flow Shakers. Okay, now, all right, it's a different one, I think, but it's from the same company, SH. Yeah, I think it's from the same company. So I added this preset, and rate understated. It's a very beautiful preset. So let me show you what I added to the effect rack. So I added Echo Boy from Sound Toys as well. This is a reverb, an echo plugin or a delay plugin. It's a very beautiful one, by the way. So what I added. Okay, let me switch off these other effects. Sounds like that. Without it, sounds like this. With it, sounds like this. From there, I added the EQ just to cut the high end, just cutting the high end. And then from there, I did also add Convolver. So Convolver is a stock plugin, FL Studio, but you can use any other reverb plugin. It's more like a reverb plugin, a room plugin, So you can use any other, plugin. Kurenglas on the digital audio workstation in. This is very beautiful. So from there, by the way, if you want me guys to make a video, kuguza njiri yose ma details are meri maigila gandi ma settings aujin Convolver, Fluty Convolver. I'll show you guys because the plugin and cinema grease and chiro and cinema and wambila grease and chiro. But then it has an amazing stuff that if iwe kozo urakaba sinayo ndikupangla zintu zina zake, my guys, I'm telling you, iyish mukoza uyifila kwambili and mukoza bezuri muna so mwasiaso gwisa so nchiro ma plugins ambili ama reverb. So from there I added the bass line now. The bass line. So all right, before the bass line I added this also. It's a lead. It's a lead from, I said Basile, Bazao. Yeah, menemunga bangile my guys. Menemunga bangile pronounce him. Yeah, but then the preset name is called BL Chill Lead. So this plugin is from UHE. The name is right here. UHE. So it's a bank, but I love using this one, and of course I have some other plugins from the band that I love using. Muzao na suma uje na mbili ma content ya mbili menedi kati kutroba baba. I'll be showing you guys ngini menendi ma user. Ina siningabise my guy. You will see. And then from there, okay, you got it. Yeah. It sounds like this. So let me show you what I added to the effect rack. All right. So I added Shaper Box. So on Shaper Box, I added, but okay, there are like tons of, all right, there are like tons of effects right here. So there is the time effects. Kumene kumakala gina starter, kumakala gina scratch, gina half time zosezija. Because when you are adding half time, you are dealing with time. There is time to it. So there is a filter section, there is the panning section, there is the volume section. That's where you find side chaining, you find compression, and so on and so forth. And then ababa we have like with the mono and the stereo and everything. So on this particular instrument, I wanted the reverse effect. So the reverse effect I selected here. So it has like so many settings. It has like the starter effect. For some of you guys, start a house. I'll make a video. I'll make a video on how you want to like start a house. You see, so start a house. It's the starter effect. Yeah. So I added the reverse plugin. So without it, it sounds like this. Without it, it sounds like this. With it, it is more like adding different notes or additional notes to the instrument, which is very beautiful, So from there, I added Serum effect. So guys, Serum is my go-to synthesizer. If I am to open a synthesizer, my go-to imagondo color Serum, because I love designing stuff, So I design pretty much Serum. So Serum also, it's a plugin, right? You can use umabanga design my instruments, my leads, my pads, my bells, and everything. So it has also my effects. Effect track, So the very same effect when you are using, let's say you are designing a piano and then you want to add my effect, you want to add like a distortion, delay, reverb, compression. You can do it. You can do pretty much everything inside the Serum plugin. But then let's say you don't want to design stuff per Serum, but then you want the effects that Serum comes with. So what you do, there is Serum, wama plugin, or no mabangla design stuff, and then there is also the Serum, and you can use it to shape your instrument, the instrument of your choice. Let's say you are using a guitar, but then you want a distortion from a Serum. You can just come on the effect track, you search Serum effects, so what it means is that when you are shaping your sound right here, it's gonna affect your instrument, right? So I used Serum. So what I did add the dimension. So without it sounds like this. So it's more like detuning your instrument, that like the instrument, and it's also it is also more like igujibata space a little bit into yija. You can't get it also like some sort of a width, wideness of the instrument, and then from there I added the distortion. So what I add originally my off. So I turned on the post effect, and then I switched, like I turned this drive knob all the way up. So it's like this. So I turned it all the way up, some few percentages, and then from there I did also play with this. Just to bring that high end a little bit. And then from there, I added the delay effect. So it sounds like this. From there, I added the reverb. I love wet stuff. I love the reverb, my guy. I don't know. I just love it. So I did add fruit reverb too. My guy. Of course, I'm a huge fan of Valhalla reverb. But then this one, woohoo! This one, very beautiful, right? So I didn't do anything to it. I think what I did was to just turn this wet knob or a little bit up, some few percentages, 80% wet level, right? So it sounds like this. And then we moved on to the bass now. The bass sounds like this. Nice one. Yeah. All right. So here's what I added to the bass. Where is the bass? I think here. Oh, did I add anything to it? Oh, I added nothing. Wow, that's strange. But it sounds very beautiful. So it's from the very same pack. Like the previous packs I showed you guys. I think this one is for it's a different pack, by the way, but from the same person, Obeyed. But this one is called Obeyed Bass Utopia. Wow. So there is this preset. No problemo. This one is very beautiful. So I didn't do anything to it, but I loved how it was sounding. So it sounds like this. So from there, I added textures, textures. I love textures. But on this particular one, I didn't create the textures myself, but I went into this other pack. It's a very beautiful pack. Yeah, I think it's also, it's on, wow, beautiful. It's on, this pack is on Splice as well. It's a very beautiful pack, by the way. So I added this texture. Some sort of an alarm, So I didn't do anything to it. What I did was to, kujibanga chikara, mutime mujintuji, chikara time with the rest of the instrument, with the rest of the beat. And also, I pitched it down a few semitones, like 380 cents. That is negative cents. Like pitched it all the way down. And then from there, I added this texture also. So it sounds like this. So it's a granular texture, granular effect. Wow, it's a very beautiful. So what I did also, I put this on time, like Mangfuna Ingo Kaso in time with together with the rest of the beat. So let me show you what I added on this one. So I added the reverb. This time around, I really needed the reverb. So I turn off. I raised up. I turned up the volume of the room, or the size of the room, And also I turned the wet knob all the way up, to like 100% or something. Yeah. So I cut the low end, so it sounds like this, together with that other texture. And then from there, I added also this one. So originally sounds like this. It's more like a horn. It's a horn. I took this from the very same guy as well. He's a very beautiful sample maker. He's a genius. Oliver is a genius. Yeah, so I pitched it a little bit, just 100 cents down, and then we agree some time, and we sit easy, and then the gubanga reverse, so that izikanga the guamba, something like that. It's very beautiful. So now all together sounds like this. Sounds like this. And okay, let me remove the wave. All right, you're going to cut on this particular one. Yeah, but it sounds all together sounds like this. it has like two sections, like, so the sample has two sections. So on these sections, I just removed some instruments, I just removed some instruments, as you can see. I removed some instruments so that it sounds like this. Yes, so on this particular one, it is the very same chord progression, but I changed the arpeggiation a little bit so that it shouldn't be sounding the same with the first arpeggiator, So this one sounds like this. Yeah, so also I did add this one. The very same one, by the way. The very same one. And then from there, yeah, that's like what I did is pretty much the same, but I just removed some other instruments that cool, like the first section of the track. So without wasting much of your time, guys, I wanna take you. I wanna try and create those 2 beats that I mentioned earlier. So on this particular vibe, I'll create 2 beats. Inner your lo-fi, inner the afro.